Hello everyone, it's me, Zumbini. You forgot to subscribe. Subscribe this instant, guys. I can't keep telling you this and you guys not listen. I'm getting a steady stream of like 2 subscribers that I've noticed, like a day, and I like that. But we can bump those numbers up. Those are silly little rookie numbers. So come on, guys, let's get the numbers rolling. We can get to 1,000. I believe in us. Anyways, enjoy the video, guys. Bye. What's up, gamers? So you guys know the greatest inventions in human history, such as the steam engine, the printer, the printing press, I mean, and the internet. That's a good one. Well, today we're discussing the internet, and while this may not be a very in-depth like mini documentary, I'm trying something new here, so just bear with me. Anyways, enjoy the video, guys.
So unless you've been living under a rock for the past 30 years, you've definitely heard about the internet, but did you know how it came to be?
You've got mail.
So computers had been around for a hot minute, but when personal computers came along, that was monumental because now you can calculate stuff and play Space Invaders in your own home. Mathematical. But then some nerds made networks to connect people all over the US, but they weren't very large, more regional and only for government use. But then in the 90s, the internet spluttered and caught onto the personal bricks on everyone's desk. It was revolutionary because communication between people hundreds of miles away had never been easier. Screw sending a letter to GamGam, make that bitch get an apple. The internet eventually went beyond the US, and things called websites started to pop up. You could visit them and read and shop and email, and that was about it. These were medieval times, remember? People definitely used the internet, but it had nowhere near the amount of people it would have using it around the late 90s and early 2000s. Also during the early 90s, web browsers were invented by some dork, and it was called the World Wide Web, which was a fitting name, and try saying that 100 different times. That is a pain in the butt to say. Things really started popping off when the 90s were on their way out, with places such as Google, Yahoo, and Amazon, and some other big guys that I forgot the names of. You probably know these guys. I mean, these are like the largest names in internet history. Along with these new and popular websites came more users, and then came more websites, and then so on and so forth. It really just snowballed. Now we come to the 2000s. This is the time period every man-child who was born in the 90s makes videos about, like it was some golden age, like, okay, Jacob, but what about 9/11? Anyways, this was the time of chat rooms where a 50-year-old would ask you, boxers or briefs? And also AOL. The user base of the internet skyrocketed and computers showed up in libraries, like, that's where books go, and also in the houses of folks all over the world. And with this boom in user base came opportunities for video game companies to make their games for PC. Yeah, that's right, it always comes back to video games with me, guys. Things like my namesake Zumbini's Mathematical Adventures, or Quest or whatever it's called, Doom, and Duke Nukem made computers even more popular, and along with the computers came the internet. The internet was finally a big thing during this time, but it was still confined to computers. But then, in 2007, when some little goober made computers, he had this idea to make a smartphone, whatever the hell that is, and it had the internet built right into it. No freaking way! No longer were the days of phones the size and weights of bricks, but now they were sleek and slender, and you could pretend to drink beer from them, which is absolutely awesome, revolutionary, mathematical even. This made the internet even more accessible to the masses, and things like YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook came into existence and boomed in popularity. The beast that was social media was born. Business was booming for the World Wide Web during this time, which is also the time when mobile games started to come out. Through the internet, you could download games onto your smartphone. That is badass. Angry Birds and that Jetpack game, Flappy Bird, and Doodle Jump were among the best sellers, and everyone was ranting and raving about mobile games. Let's talk about some popular websites/apps now, since that was what made the internet as big as it is. YouTube is YouTube. I mean, I don't need to explain this to you. You already know it. It was founded in 2005 by 3 friends, these chucklefucks, and the first ever video was Me at the Zoo by one of the co-founders. YouTube didn't last long on its own before Google snatched it up and scarfed it down, acquiring YouTube in 2006. From there, it only kept growing with more and more people creating and watching videos on the platform. Smosh, PewDiePie, this guy, which I'm not going to try to say his name, were the big names on the internet at the time, and it was because of YouTube. As the 2010s were coming through, YouTube became synonymous with the internet. Even though with its plenty of scandals and glaring problems, YouTube is here to stay, because who else are you going to use? Vimeo? Stop joking, dude, it's not funny. It really isn't. Stop joking. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta talk about some other cesspits like Twitter, Tumblr, and Reddit. The pinnacles of internet degeneracy, which was a brand new hip thing because as it turns out, a lot of people suck. And if you do as well, you can find your people. That's what these social media things were about, and that's why it clicked with so many people. These places only accentuated the growth of the internet by engaging people into having online friends and chatting about common interests, while they would get bullied at school for being a self-righteous atheist or a fan of warrior cats. Social media gave birth to an extremely stinky and disgusting and fat baby called influencers. You know, the people that post and have millions of followers and make videos and stuff.
Lapse in my
You
judgment.
probably heard about them. Now, whether or not these people were good or bad, they exist, and I can't get rid of them, damn it! These influencers would sometimes play video games, and oh yeah, about the video games, the internet had a big impact on those guys too. Online gaming. Jesus Christ, Mom, grab the gaming chair and my Turtle Beaches. Timmy just called me a whack-ass in Fortnite. Online gaming really started to hit it big during the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, and boy was it fun. Playing with multiple people and your friends in a lobby, you can get yelled at for sucking at aiming? Awesome!
Shut the fuck up!
Alright, so now we're coming close to modern day, so I thought I'd just do this part, with me talking to you guys. So, what the hell are we gonna do, man? Like, the internet has become so engraved in, like, this generation's personality that, like, people are becoming seriously, chronically online, and it's honestly a little bit scary, because what are these people gonna do if, like, the world ends and the internet goes offline? What the fuck are they gonna do? Speaking of which, the internet is such an important thing. Like, you know, it connects the entire world together. Like, we have never done that before. You could never talk to, like, somebody in Russia in, like, that amount of time you'd have to write them a letter and then wait, like, fucking 2 months or whatever. I mean, the internet's an important thing, but we need to start using it right, and not just to call people racial slurs over Discord or get offended at, like, anything ever. Just, you know. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because the internet is it's like a really important thing, and I really hope that we start using it correctly and not to make these shit-ass, like, Elsagate videos. That's a topic for another video, hint, hint. But I really hope that we, as humans, become smarter and you know, not just stupid, not just be so incredibly stupid and just waste this amazing thing that we have. Anyways, yeah, so that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, bye-bye.